like to do what is called the simple past tense. So, let's start from the beginning. Verbs, most verbs in English are words that say what you're doing, what somebody is doing. And if we change the time that we're talking about, we say we change the tense. That means we change the spelling of the verb. So what we're going to look at now is how to use verbs when we're talking about something that you were doing and is now finished, is ended, is done, no more. So something that you've done but finished doing, ended. Maybe something you did this morning, last night, last year, last week, whatever. Okay? So when you want to talk about something that you've finished doing, then we use what is called the simple past tense. Okay? Now what we do for the simple past tense is we start out with our, what we call our base verb. The base verb, the one we learn in P1, like jump, or fly, or listen, or whatever. So we start with the base verb, and then we have to change the spelling if we're going to use the simple past. Now, there are two types of simple past verbs. The first one is called regular, Wattanadaroonwit, regular. And the regular ones, then we just use the subject and the base verb, and then we add ed to the base verb, sometimes just a d, sometimes ied, but most of the time we add ed. Okay? So let's look here. Look, we've got 10 base verbs. So play, if I want to put it into the simple past, then I would just put ed on the end. So like today I play golf, yesterday I played golf. Finished, over, no more. So it's the simple past. So I put ed on the end, played. Cook, today I cook, yesterday I cooked. Start, for the simple past, becomes started, ed on the end. Okay, and look, ed on the end, looked. Check, today I check homework, yesterday I checked homework. Call, today I call, yesterday I called. So most of the time we put ed on the end if we're talking about the past tense. Now, if the base verb ends in e, then to put it into the past tense, we just put a d on the end. So arrive, arrived. We don't need to put another e, we've got the e already, so we just put a like. Today I liked, yesterday I liked, d on the end. Celebrate, past tense, yesterday celebrated. Now if you've got a word that ends in y, some of the time the y goes to I-E-D. So today I study, yesterday I studied. So these verbs are what we call regular ones. So when you want to change it from the base verb to the past, you put ed on the end, or sometimes d, or sometimes ied. Now, the other simple past verbs are what we call irregular. And irregular means the spelling can be anything. And these, you just have to learn. Okay? So let's look at them. Base verb is make. To put it into the past tense, becomes made. Wear. Today I wear a shirt. Yesterday I wore. Win. Past tense, won. Take. Today take a shower. Yesterday took a shower. Have goes to had. Eat goes to ate. Go, went. Today I go, yesterday I went. See, to saw. Say, to said. Find, found. And then just a few more. Sleep, the past of sleep is slept. past of leave, left, past of send, sent, and the past of drive, drove. Today I drive to Bangkok, yesterday I drove to Bangkok. So, that's what we do when we have the simple past tense. Simple past, something that has happened that is finished. When we talk about something that's ended, finished, no more, then we have to use the past tense. Then, if it's a regular verb, we put ed on the end, or sometimes did, but there's a lot of crazy ones where you just have to learn them. So if you change them from this to the red one in the past tense, the spellings can be a little bit difficult. So that's a simple past tense. Okay, so now we know what the simple past tense of the base verbs are, so let's look what we're going to do. So we're going to use workbook 26 and workbook 27. Okay, let's look closely what you've got to do. Here, look, are our base verbs, numbers across and down. So there's the base verbs. Do the crossword, but you've got to put the past tense of the verb. So number one, sleep. Of course, the past tense is slept. So slept will be across there. And then the same verbs go into here. Okay? So, something to do with food. The base verb is going to be eat. So your past tense has to be ate. Okay? And then nice easy one here, look. Workbook 27. Here, look, you've got to cross out the wrong letters. So cross out I, L, P, and G, and you will see that you get a proper sentence. Okay? So, this one here, cross out G, Q, R, and Z, and you will find you have a sentence with the verb in the past tense. So let's do workbook 26 and workbook 27, simple past tense.